On June 28, 1914, a Bosnian student walked into a deli after failing to assassinate the heir to the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Minutes later, the heir's car stalled right outside. 2 shots, 2 deaths, and 80 million more would follow. By 1914, Europe's great powers, Britain, France, Germany, Russia, Austria-Hungary, had locked themselves into a web of secret alliances. If one nation went to war, all of them would. Austria-Hungary had annexed Bosnia in 1908. The Bosnian Serbs wanted it back, and they were willing to kill for it. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, was warned not to visit Sarajevo. But he went anyway. His wife Sophie had been humiliated for years at the imperial court because of their morganatic marriage. In Sarajevo, while he acted in a military capacity, she could finally stand beside him as an equal. He chose love. It cost them everything. June 28th. 6 assassins from young Bosnia lined the Apple Key along the motorcade route. The first 2 couldn't do it. The third, Nedeljko Čebrinović, hurled a bomb at the Archduke's open car. It bounced off the folded roof and exploded under the vehicle behind. 20 people wounded. The Archduke, untouched. Čebrinović swallowed a cyanide capsule and jumped into the Milchatska River. The cyanide was expired. The river was barely ankle deep. He was dragged out and arrested. The assassination had completely failed. Gavrilo Princip, the lead assassin, had watched the Archduke's car speed past before he could act. He'd failed his mission. He wandered to Moritz Schiller's delicatessen on Franz Joseph Street, bought food, stood outside, defeated. Then, he heard an engine stall. After the bombing, the Archduke insisted on visiting the wounded at the hospital. His team planned a new route, avoiding the Apple Key. But the driver was never told. He turned down the original street, Franz Joseph Street, and was ordered to stop and reverse. But the car had no reverse gear. The engine stalled, and it stopped directly in front of Moritz Schiller's delicatessen, 5 feet from Gavrilo Princip. Princip stepped forward, drew his Browning pistol. 2 shots at point-blank range. The first struck Sophie in the abdomen. The second tore through Franz Ferdinand's jugular vein. Blood poured through his uniform as he turned to his dying wife. His last words, choking, desperate. Sophie dear, don't die. Stay alive for our children." She was already gone. Minutes later, so was he. Princip tried to turn the gun on himself. He failed. At 19, he was too young for execution. He was sentenced to 20 years. He died of tuberculosis in prison in 1918. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia, declared war. Russia mobilized. Germany backed Austria. France backed Russia. Britain joined. Within 6 weeks, every major power on Earth was at war. 20 million dead. 4 empires collapsed. And the anger from that war created the conditions for an even worse one 20 years later. All because a driver was never told to change the route. The world is more fragile than you think. Remember that.